Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Cleveland. Return starts from the 16. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Half 18, half 18. Up we go.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Half 18, half 18. Up we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Here we go. Wide shift to Crude. Crude.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Half 88, half 88. Detroit. Up we go.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Chip. Adriana Lima. Go, dog. Up we go.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Timberland.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Detroit Johnson. Other side. Up we go.
Pistol now for Jones. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He finds him beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland. Up, go.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. David Njoku, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Searches from... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Escapes out to the left. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now. An offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. takes this one back for the pick six. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Return.
Mahomes trying again after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yellow. Return.
Another try following the sack. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They've got first down from the 31.
Momo. Why shift the crew? Out go.
Now Jones. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hustler.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Out go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a two-score game early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
Pat. Out we go.
Here's Jones to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go, hey.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Cockroach.
Palmer motioning right.
Out we go.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him a few that time, but they'll need twice that to find the end zone here on third and goal.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone.
Okay, here we go.
Again, Jones to the air. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 20-zip lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Brought in by Ayuk. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Attack!
1st down from the red zone. He brings it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Fire down these 2. Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Right side.
Another throw for Mahomes. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Detroit. Bama. Out, go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Got a man. It's Njoku. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. Lock in. Biggie, 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 Biggie. Up we go.
To throw, here's Jones. Pushing it up past the 30. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, it's Ford. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Get set quick, all right?
Offense up to the line fast.
North salad, north salad.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up we go.
Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
56. Up we go.
Pressure comes, Jones. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Goldfish.
Jones on 1st down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here we go. Calm. Up we go.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Outside. Great. Here we go. Great. Up we go.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Here we go.
Working quickly here.
Rita.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 42-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Okay, here we go. Up we go.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ladybug. Up we go.
From the 18 on 2nd down. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Gold River.
It's a gain of 5.
Up we
Brings
go.
up
3rd down run by Dobbins. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad. Up we go.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, and so work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and added to the stat sheet with the eye in.
Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. First down play, nets and 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Play action, Mahomes. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. And he gets him around 6 there. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And oh, he got it! Interception! Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Rita. Half 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He'll get this to Tillman. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Dom Capers.
Throwing here, Jones. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Gold Cyclone. Half 18.
A give up the middle to Ford. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Great.
Here's 2nd and 5. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
The Browns close in and take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Easy.
Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Offense up to the line fast. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That finds Ayuk, complete. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hey, 57 colors.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. This throw is cupped. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Working quickly here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
15.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here. Running it after the penalty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again with Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Return.
Pistol now for Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Elsa. Half 88, half 88, half 88. Elsa.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Detroit. Chip. Detroit Johnson.
On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Ford straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here. Another one for Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Apple. Triple right, Pacino. Cockroach. Up we go.
3rd down, Jones to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Browns push their lead to 18. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
15.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense up to the line fast. Off play action, it's Mahomes. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Pass is caught at the 9. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
43. Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Hey, 15.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, hey. Out, go.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns nearing their 9th win of the season. Second and 6 coming up here.
Whoa.
Running it again with Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's third and less than a yard.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They go play fake with Jones. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on fourth down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
Jones throwing on fourth. That's caught beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of downs.
Flick right, flick right, flick right. Timberland. Up we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Timberland. Up we go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Okay, here we go.
Again, Jones to the air. Hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Rita. Up we go.
Now Jones on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal.
Why shift to Crude? Up we go.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 18. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. And he knocks that one away to prevent a big gain. Now all eyes go to the penalty marker to see who it's against. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's all the way down to the 36. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Hey, Ridley, Ridley. 43, 43. Yellow.
One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow. And everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla.
ruler. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody wanna doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your